Ugh. Hello. Oh, God, I hate this. Hi, everybody. Oh, shit. I actually have to use the restroom, so I'll wait a couple minutes until people get in here, and I'll excuse myself for a minute. Hey, Bruce, what's up? I literally, I'm just irritated and I'm frustrated right now. Boy, I hit that live button. I was going to talk about something, and I lost my train of thought. Literally, lost my train of thought why I wanted to go live. Um, it'll come to me in a second. It was actually something I saw on the internet. But how is everyone else doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I am still waiting for my lawyer. Probate court is done, supposedly. The judge signed whatever paper he needed to sign. And now I'm literally just waiting for the lawyer to cut the checks. And it's making me wonder, you know how lawyers have accounts, like bank accounts. They got a special bank accounts where money just sits. And I'm wondering, maybe he spent all that money and now he's got to come up with it because there's no fucking excuse my language, why he told me this 2 weeks ago when I told you guys the good news, why I am still literally waiting. While there's one negative checking account and it keeps going up because of insufficient funds. Yeah. So I'll be giving this new bank a great peace of my mind when I go on Monday because I literally said when my kids had her account, don't let the card work if there's no money. Don't give her advances that she doesn't have. That's the last thing she needs. And I literally said that before I even signed anything because I wanted to make sure, I was on the account too, just in case. And I found out they gave her an advance. So I'm quite pissed, and I'm going to be talking to them about that. And they think that I'm going to be going to this bank account when I get all that money from probate. Well, guess what? I'm not. I made my decision. I'm not opening an account with this bank. And this is not the first bank I've had issues with. Literally, I had issues with Fifth Third Bank in Indiana. Literally. And it's just insane how these bank systems are and how they treat people. And no bank should let any debit card process if there's no money. But that's the way they get you. And I'm going to find a way how to get out of this because it's not right. Anyway, that was my train of thought talking about bank systems and what they do to people when you set up accounts. They try to, do these little fine things that you must check and must speak up for yourself and say, no, I don't want that. I don't want an advance. Anyway, no big deal. It's not like it's lots of money, but I'm gonna have to fix this issue on Monday. I literally, I've been on all these different medications. Literally, I'm not kidding you. I mean, just look. Um, one, two, and this is since I left Indiana. 3, 4, 5. Look at this. 6. I'm not kidding you guys. 7, 8, 9. 9 different scripts. Plus these other ones. 10, 11, and 12. Yeah. I can't believe it. I mean, I have an ulcer. I have a hernia. I've had ulcers before in New York, in my early 20s and stuff like that, but I've never had to deal with hernia and all that. And I know sometimes ulcers are also not caused by just the foods that we eat, but stress, and I have been under a great deal of stress. A great deal of stress. And I know a lot of people are probably tired of me ranting, but sometimes when we rant, we feel better. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm trying to do it in the community post. This way here, I don't have to do it live, but I'm just really irritated with a lot of things today. And I got really emotional today. you know, after I paid the bills. And I know a lot of people are that way when you pay the bills. It's like you go broke. You know, after I done paid the storage unit. And I'm just sick of how much money I've had to give this storage unit because I listened to advice with Renee. Renee's advice, I trusted her because, you know, I was in an emotional state, losing Tom and Anna, where I could not think clearly at all or even stand up for myself. But now that I am in that position, I can think more clearly and I know. But yeah, like I'm just tired of it. I really am. And I'm probably, you guys are probably tired of hearing it too, but like literally what this person has cost me financially, it's just sickening. And it just irritates the shit out of me. And you know, I get little birdies that come in and they tell me, you know, things like, you know, she's, or what's going on and stuff like that in Texas. But, you know, I thank God that my son got away, literally, from that property. Because he doesn't owe her a damn fucking thing. And, you know, I felt really bad that my son had to be put in that position. And he's stuck there until whatever these charges he has is complete. And I feel so bad about that because he called me, Mama, from New York, come get me. And, you know, of course, I didn't end up going for that ride, but that's another story. Another day, I'll tell you what a nightmare that was. But anyway, yeah, I physically did not go for that ride to go get him. Renee and Tim and then went to get him, and all the kids were in the car, and I wasn't feeling good. My hemorrhoid, I have thrombosis hemorrhoid, where they pop out of my rectal. Not that you want to get that personal, but I was dealing with that at the time, and plus I knew I did not want to get in the fucking car with those two all the way to fucking New York. No way. Because I would have wanted to stop at a smoke shop with my money, and I would have wanted to bought something, then they would have just flipped out. Just imagine that if that would have happened. I'm saying, oh God, that would have been a nightmare. But anyway, yeah, I can't get in the car with those two. But there was no room anyways, because I knew my son had a lot of stuff, because he took a picture of all his stuff, and I knew that everybody in the car with all his stuff, there would have been no room. And thank God, because my son said the ride back was so uncomfortable. There would have been no more room. Anyway, thank you for the likes. 7 people. Wow. You never know. Thank you, lurkers. Hello to my new followers, my new subscribers. We are almost up to what? How many subscribers now? Let me check here. Last I checked, I think, are we almost up to 4,000? Let me check, guys. Somebody said on Facebook, I really fucking hope you go after that bitch. Yeah, well, I gotta get probate court to be done with, because I need one nightmare to end, to start another, because that's gonna be, you know, a nightmare in itself. It's literally like, I probably won't even get a dime back. But as far as getting the camper and the truck back, that's my goal. Let's see here. Damn, my battery's gonna die. We are up to almost 400 and 4,030. So we're up to 437 up now. That's pretty cool, guys. Check that out. Right there. I couldn't have done without you guys. Thank you. Thank you. So did you guys see what's been going on the internet? Oh my God, crazy stuff. It's just like nonstop. I can't get, like, it's another day, another dollar. You ever hear that expression? It's just insane. It's insanity. It's crazy. And how many people, like, who say, oh, I'm on the support of, you know, fixing this country. I'm on support of making sure that we make sure our borders are safe and all this other stuff. And people say, yeah, I support the president. And then when the Jeffrey Epstein stuff came out, literally, it's been like, were you really supporting that, or did you just vote for the guy because you wanted to see the list that's already technically been leaked? I know, because me and Steve covered this, and anybody wants to watch that, please go to my Rumble channel. You can find it there. Or you can get a hold of American Patriots for God and Country. He's over there on Rumble, and I believe he's still on Telegram. So you can get a hold of him that way too. He's very active, guys. If you don't know American Patriots for God and Country, check him out. If you want answers, that's the guy to go to. But yeah, it's crazy. My whole opinion, I posted my thoughts on the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. Look, do we really think if, and it's funny too how the Democrats during Obama's administration, and then, yeah, and then Trump, and then Biden, and then Trump again. Like, did you ever see the Democrats request it then? Ever once? No, in fact, they didn't even talk about it. And now that Donald Trump wasn't being very transparent, Democrats are saying, well, release the list. Release the list. You have even Nancy Pelosi and what's his face? Numbnut Adam Schiff, who said, release the list. And then, Trump has been saying to the reporters back and forth that what is everyone keep bringing up this guy? He's been dead for this amount of time, and that's all you guys want to talk about and all you care about, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, do you guys know him by now? Have you not, where have you been? Like, he's the master of, I don't want to say trolling, but he's the master of, I gotcha. Yeah. And then he goes and does this. Let me see here, read exact words here. Let me see if I did post it. I think I did post it, didn't I? Or did I not post it? Well, basically, he's going to have the courts release the list and stuff, or the evidence or whatever. Let me get that exact words, guys. Yeah, we have 6 people. It keeps going up. Don't forget, we have the bitch, the hypocrite herself, probably watching. And then she's going to call and whine to my lawyer. She's talking about me again. I told my lawyer, just block the woman. At this point, she literally does. I'm not kidding you. She texts them all the time whenever I say anything about her or her so-called husband. Let's see here. I'm trying to get back on X. My phone thing's gonna die, or my stupid tablet here by the time I get into it. So what have you guys been doing? No one's saying nothing. Oh, let's backtrack a little bit. Let me backpedal this. Tulsi said this. I can never get her last name sounded right. These documents detail a treasonous conspiracy by officials at the highest levels of the Obama White House to subvert the will of the American people and try to deter the president from fulfilling his mandate. Okay? This betrayal concerns every American. The integrity of our democratic republic demands that every person involved investigated and brought to justice to prevent from ever happening again. I am providing all documents to the Department of Justice to deliver the accountability that President Trump and his family and the American people deserve. Obama basically committed treason. I mean, think about that. And now it's coming up that Joe Biden, get this, now this is not actual facts, but a lot of information on X is actually proof. If not, you got the little Grok thing will sit there and tell you you're wrong. No one has contradicted this statement, so let me just read from this. Apparently, when Joe Biden couldn't sign anything, apparently Obama signed stuff. Let's just say Obama signing papers instead of Joe Biden. Okay, this is Donald Trump's latest thing. Based on the ridiculous amount of publicly given to Jeffrey Epstein, I have asked the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. This scam, perpetrated by the Democrats, should end right now. Come on, five people. I guess they are trolls. Sometimes they're just lurkers. I want her to come on here. I would love for her to come on here. If I can get on that computer and get StreamYard again, I would love for her to come on here and try to explain herself. Or try to gaslight. Because everything she does is gaslight. So I challenge you, Miss Renee, to have it out like a duke on the internet. Or we could do it on TikTok. You know how you have those TikTok wars? Come on, guys. You gotta have a sense of humor here. Look at that. It's called grape soda. They smell pretty good. So, guys, the latest, I mean, other than that, I'm doing well. I mean, I've told you guys about the hospital. I was pretty sick there for a while. I haven't been able to, basically, I cannot hold down food a lot. I throw up a lot more than I used to. But these medications with the Zofran and these different medications that the doctor has me on, it's helping. But, you know, like I just showed you all those medications. I don't want to even take even a third of those or even half. So I have stopped taking like 6 out of those prescriptions just because of the way they make me feel. I've heard people tell so many nightmares just about Celebrex, and Celebrex is not just for depression, and this is where I want to get into the topics of mental illness. Now, see here where I'm going here. A lot of people think getting on pills for depression and anxiety are going to help you, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's actually making it worse. That pill itself made me feel the worst brain fog. And he not just gave me that pill just because of, depression, anxiety, but because of my stomach pain. And so he wanted to treat both. And I never requested anything for depression. You must have read my papers or my medical records. And this is my first time meeting this primary doctor. And the reason why I switched is because my other doctor couldn't get me in to see them when I needed, because I was released from the hospital. They said follow up with primary, and it would have been a whole month that I would have had to wait before going. So, but anyway, I'm feeling a lot better. The Celebrex just made me feel really, really bad. And I want people to realize that a lot of medications that you're being treated with depression and for mental illness or anxiety or like PTSD, please try to look into natural remedies. Natural remedies are better for you, safer, and especially given the fact that with all these pharmaceutical companies under major lawsuits, I don't want to see you or anybody in your family harmed. And different things by natural supplements are things that can be grown in your very backyard. I mean, just look at mimosa. Not mimosa as the weed mimosa smoke, because you can get that too. But mimosa as a plant. And there's different plants in your backyard or maybe in a different state, but you can order a lot of organic and natural supplements online. And I want people to realize that you have those options. Ashwagandha, ashwagandha works very well if you have the actual ashwagandha root, and you have to look for that stuff. I mean, you can't just go get an ashwagandha like at Walmart. Yeah, it'll work, but you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you go to a natural supplement stores where there's vitamins and natural vitamins, not all these pharmaceutical vitamins, it's really good for you. This other stuff is called right here, methylene blue. Methylene blue is very good, not just for energy, but it's good for your bloodstream. So I would definitely buy a bottle of this. You know who takes this? And the reason why I got this information was from Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson went on a Joe Rogan show and they were talking about that. Even JD Vance, I believe if I'm not correct, I believe he also says he takes this in the morning. So it's called methylene blue. Yeah, it will make your mouth blue, but you just take it with some water and and drink it. This is my second bottle. I already have an open bottle, but you can buy them on the internet. Um, Another good medication that you can buy. If I can find it. Let's see here. Well, this thing right here is called a B12, and you could get them on the internet. It's not nicotine. And B12, as you know, is a natural supplement vitamin, and B12 will give you energy and stuff like that. So, let me also look up also what it's good for. I think it's also good for your. I want to say I was gonna say heart, but let me check here. You guys are very quiet, making me do all the talking. It's also hold on. What's it good for? Yeah. B12 is a crucial for several vital body functions, including DNA, red blood cells, formation, nerve function, and energy production. It also plays a role in the brain and the nervous system. It's health. It's also possibility preventing megaloblastic anemia. So that's pretty good. B12. Let's see. This stuff is it's empty bottle, but I have the bottle what it looks like. These right here are called Zaza Reds. I think Mare was in here, or maybe Lisa, was it you that I told you that you could get this? And you can get this in most states where there are like smoke shops and tobacco and vape shops where they sell marijuana. I don't know if your state sells THCA. It's actually better, people say, but whatever. I still like the legal stuff. But yeah, Zaza Red is very good for you. Take this when you have pain. It could be highly addictive. I want to warn you on that. So follow the directions and just take as prescribed as the bottle it says here. Yeah, very, very good. It helps for pain, and actually it helps my menopause symptoms too. Like I ran out and I will tell you I started taking a little bit of the ashwagandha with this you know, as I waited to be able to get another bottle, and that worked too. So you can switch off between B12, Zaza Red, and all these things that I tell you, and they're natural supplements. Do not let anybody try to tell you different. Literally, like the shit that fucking Renee would say about marijuana was insane. Like, she has no actual facts about marijuana at all, and she has no clue about what it does beneficially for somebody medically. The same thing with kratom. If kratom is taken appropriately, it can work wonders. So how else is everyone else doing? I'm doing all the talking. No one's doing talking. I wish I was on my damn computer. Don't even get me started on that. I'm hoping that I can get to the storage unit this month coming up. Yeah, because I can get my equipment, all my stuff. You guys don't want to say nothing? You don't want to do nothing? Why so quiet? You know what I haven't done in a while? Watch any good documentaries. I heard there's a couple of them coming out, but again, I have to do that on the computer. I just found out too, guess what? Literally, for me to drive to DC is like 5 hours from South Carolina. New York, shit would have taken me 10 hours. Like, what the F? I'm down here in South, and it wouldn't, you wouldn't think, but like that's a day trip. Of course, a day and back, I wouldn't all do it in one day, but that's pretty exciting for me because I've been talking about I gotta get there. Now, I've raised money before, but I'm gonna need your help with this. I don't know when I'm gonna do this. I would like to do this when I'm out of the camper, I'm in a house, and Sarah's working and guy has a job, and we're more stable. So I would like to get this done, not during winter time, but maybe before winter, if that's possible, like Thanksgiving time or prior to Thanksgiving, as long as it's decent weather, because I don't want to drive in any kind of snow or whatever. If I could make this happen tomorrow, I would do it if I had the finances. But my job is to get down there and speak for the half of widows. Widows are treated very poorly, and I shouldn't have to wait till I'm 65. My husband provided, he took care of his family. He was the sole provider. His income would help me. So if I could collect his Social Security before 65, and I could change that for all of you guys, because I know I'm not the only widow who's suffering right now, and who basically depended on their husband and solely, and that's what I did. He took care of us, and after he died, I had to figure it all out. But our government shouldn't tell people, well, if your kids are all raised older than 16, we're going to cut you off, and you only get it when you're 65. That's like 15 years from now. Could you imagine the economy that is today? No offense, Trump, you're not perfect, but I really haven't seen too much difference in buying groceries there, Mr. President. But yeah, like, seriously, it's not fair. And I think widows need to, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who is suffering financially, and we need to make things right. So I'm going to fight to change that. Now, I've been to DC multiple times, more than the fingers on my hands. I spent so much time taking Amtrak to DC, from New York to DC, New York, DC. Sometimes, I remember one time, just in 3 months span, I did 3 trips. And I was doing this because the Born Alive Protection Act bill had a hard time getting passed, which I'm surprised that it's not even offered to get passed now that we have the majority. We can get this bill passed. In fact, I'm just thinking about that. But yeah, I remember I went down, I've knocked on some doors of the Longhorn Building, Canning Building, and that's where all the congressmen and the senators are located. And you, as a public person, taxpayer, an American citizen, have a right to go to these buildings and walk the halls of these offices, and you could meet and speak to the staff, and who knows, directly to the congresswoman, congressman, or senators. So that's what I would like to do. And who are you? You better watch out. What should I watch out for? Someone coming? I don't see him. What should I watch out for? Please tell us. What should I watch out for? I'm going to be right back. I would tell you to watch something, and I don't have anything really to tell you to watch, so I will be right back. I'm using the restroom. What should I watch out for? Someone coming? The Dukester. You like John Wayne? Oh, I love John Wayne. Good actor. The Dukester. Am I sold right? I'm just kidding. I did actually did a little post. I'm surprised I didn't get more attraction, but you know, I do a lot of political posts, and that seems to do quite well. My community post. Please check it out because I'm so active over there. I spend a lot of time more in my community than I do lives, and that's just because my situation here. And trying to make peace with someone who cannot stand Trump is not easy. Trust me on that. Anyway, I was just looking at my TV here on my wall. So if you want to see it, why I'm looking up there, I got the TV up here. I'm so mad just because the amount of money that I spent just on everything. And I have another camper, but that's in Texas, and I have stuff that's in that camper that I'm just really irritated about. So my mind sometimes is somewhere else, so please excuse me if I feel like I'm pausing or not speaking every second. My mind is totally somewhere else right now. Let's see here if I can sign into this account here. I saw the new Superman preview. Have you guys seen it? I'm gonna go take my daughter to go see it tomorrow. I don't know if you guys seen it yet. Let me know. It does. I mean, I saw Michael Knowles. You know, he talked about it. He said it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, but it was like a movie. Like whatever, bro. Like I don't know. People are saying that it's like all like liberal movie, but I don't know. I seen the trailer, and it does look pretty good. As far as special effects, it's a movie. The special effects could have been probably a lot better. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I just watched, what movie was it that I just watched with, not London is Falling, but the other one, the first one. Let's see here. There's some really good documentaries coming out. I don't know why this ain't working. Fuck. It's just not working. Let's see here. Do you see that movie called Sinners? I haven't seen it yet. People are saying you gotta see that movie. Let's see here. I don't think you guys can see. Can you? Damn, this thing is fucking cool. I got this thing off TikTok Shop. This phone stand. Pretty fucking cool. "28 Days Later." Is that about, what is that? It's that horror movie. Yeah. Isn't Pluto TV free? Let me see if this works. See, unable to check. Check your connection again. What the fuck? I don't know, guys. You think it wouldn't even work? Connecting to Starlink. Starlink. Connecting to Starlink. Connecting successfully. Okay. That's weird. That's probably why I wasn't working on it earlier. You guys remember this movie? There's nobody talking. Talk. I love to find out what Raw meant. World Duke. But he ain't talking. And what's wrong with the movie? It ain't doing nothing. The buffering. You guys want to see Willie? I think it's better than looking at the movie that ain't working. D-Day, this movie. Anyway. Yeah, this movie is a good movie, but I think I have to update this stupid stick I have, and that's probably what the issue is here. I don't know. Now normally I don't, whatchamacallit? Normally I don't watch Tubi, but sometimes I will. I wanted to show you somebody. Look what it is. It's a boy Willie. Say hi, everybody. Say hello. Oh boy, I must be that boring. I probably am, guys. You know, I literally have people on TikTok literally messaging me every time. Come on, when you coming back? We missed the music. The one girl, I got her into K-pop music, and now she literally she all she does is these videos with K-pop music. I think it's funny. Anyway, we're doing okay, right, Jazz? Jasmine's right here with me. I'm probably gonna let you guys go. You guys ain't saying much, so I feel like I'm doing all the talking. Say hello. Tell them. You better hit that like button. Say, come on. Tap, tap, tap. Very easy. Just tap. Alrighty, guys. I love you. I feel like I gotta go get something to eat. I really have not had dinner. I've been trying to eat one day and then not eat the next day, eat the next one day, not eat the next day. Because if I don't do that, then we won't have enough food. So, you know, and a lot of people, I know a lot of people when they message me, email me, give me advice, and they say you really got to start taking care of yourself. But I do have a daughter that, you know, I got to take care of too. And she's working on getting her permit. She's studying like crazy. She takes these pre-tests online. So we're getting ready to take the actual physical permit test coming up in the next week. So hopefully we'll get that done. She'll pass, and we'll get her on the way to get a license, and then she can get a job. Because I think that you know that will help out a lot. Because you know, like I said, I don't get much each month, and I did get a letter finally from disability. So I'm thinking that since I did get approved in New York, but because Tom's income was too much, that's why I couldn't get it. I'm thinking now I should be able to get it here in South Carolina. Now that you know the medical stuff has definitely changed since Tom has died. You know, with the PTSD and autism and stuff, and that's all in medical records too. So. Someone did, I mean, a lot of people have asked me, you know, personally, am I still gonna contact the police about Texas situation? And yeah, I am, but I need this probate court stuff to end. That's why I really haven't done anything, and I've waited so long because I wanted to make sure that, you know, my son, that was a priority for me, and that still concerns because he still has to face those charges, and because you know, she's with the bond and everything. I don't want to mess anything up for him because that's the kind of person she is, literally. I told you guys that when he had to turn himself in, she made him go the night of Anna's birthday, and she did that on purpose. Um, I am working on the part of the anger part, and it's very hard. Yesterday, I got so mad because in total of everything that it's cost me, over $34,000 on top of 17,000 gone. Like, yeah, and then please be careful of the people who you trust. Please, I don't want anybody being taken advantage of. you know, and she knew that I was in easily because people who are have autism are easy targets. I know this because I'm learning, you know. That's where my friends say that's why the law has to get involved. Howdy, Josh. How you doing, Josh? I literally said I was gonna shut this down, so I'm trying to. I would like to go on the computer and go live, but we only have one computer in this place, and it's not that easy for me. So, as far as trying to figure it all out, I am working on still getting that master room here in the camper. I want to tear out the bed, so I can make more room for like an office, and I could sit in there and stuff. So yeah, I do. I know a lot of people are asking, even TikTok, when are you coming back? When you even Rumble? And I just realized Rumble that I made $56.19 just from my videos that I was doing on Rumble. I had no idea, first of all, that Rumble paid you. Secondly, I was just shocked, literally, like I was just floored. I had no idea. So that's telling me that obviously I was doing something right. I was doing something good where I probably should be doing still. And if I have been doing this, I probably wouldn't be literally sometimes asking for help as far as donations go. So I need to get myself motivated more to be able to go live, to use the computer so I can give you guys the sources and information during my podcast. I'm working on that, trust me. But I do miss each and every one of you guys. I know TikTok people are saying, well, we miss your music, because I used to do like DJ stuff. I would like to get back to doing that. I don't have my proper speakers, and the sound system that I had is all in storage, and it's been in there for over a year. So imagine how maybe my viewers and my followers feel, you know, when I'm not live. But imagine how I feel. For someone who's been doing this for more than 10 years, I miss it so much, and I miss all of you very, very much. I miss having guests on my show. I miss it all. I do, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hanging out in the community posts. Thank you for your prayers and all your love. Can I continue? Please keep praying for me. I don't know the exact date, but I promise I will be working soon, getting on to back to my podcasting. But I can't podcast using my phone. It's not fair to me, and so give me some time, and I'll work on that. I love each and every one of you guys very, very much. Again, I am planning on a trip to DC. I have to wait maybe until I, you know, get out of this camper and get into some kind of house. Probate court is done, so I'm literally just waiting for to get that so I can get out of this effing camper. Because I know for a fact I cannot take too much more of not being able to have a computer and to be able to go live, and a bedroom and a kitchen and a shower and all of that. I miss all of it. Not that I'm not grateful. I love for everything that Missy has done for me and my family and her husband. There's some wonderful people, and her mom is like my mom. They've loved me unconditionally, and they treat Sarah like she's family. You know, just because my daughter, you know, lost her faith, and because she's bisexual, they didn't treat her like Renee treated her. Literally. And see, there's a difference between good people and bad people. And sometimes we might not see it because we don't want to believe it, but trust those instincts, okay? Because I had instincts when I was in New York before I even pulled out of that driveway with her and her husband. And I should have been listening to those instincts, because normally those first instincts that you're thinking are red flags. Pay attention to those. big tip. I love each and every one of you all. Hopefully, again, next time you see me, I will be on the computer. Because I know a lot of people miss my documentary nights where we play documentaries and we head over to Rumble and chat. I miss all of that. So I love you, and I will get back to that soon. God bless each and every one of you, Lisa, and everyone else who's watching. I don't know, Bruce, if you're still here. And for the person who said I better watch out for what? Love y'all.